Time for prayer.
Almighty God, the preserver and protector of all, you are without beginning and without end, non-dual, beyond comparison, and none can measure you. You are without color, without expression, without form, and without attributes. You are unlimited and unfathomable, beyond imagination and conception, eternal and imperishable. You are indivisible, and none can see you but with eyes divine. You always were, you always are, and you always will be. You are everywhere, you are in everything, and you are also beyond everywhere and beyond everything. You are in the firmament and in the depths. You are manifest and unmanifest, on all planes and beyond all planes. You are in the three worlds and also beyond the three worlds. You are imperceptible and independent. You are the Creator, the Lord of Lords, the knower of all minds and hearts. You are omnipotent and omnipresent. You are knowledge infinite, power infinite, and bliss infinite. You are the ocean of knowledge, all-knowing, infinitely knowing, the knower of the past, the present, and the future, and you are knowledge itself. You are all-merciful and eternally benevolent. You are the soul of souls, the one with infinite attributes. You are the Trinity of truth, knowledge, and bliss. You are the source of truth, the ocean of love. You are the Ancient One, the highest of the high. You are Prabhu and Parameshwar. You are the Beyond God and the Beyond God also. You are Parabrahma, Allah, Ilahi, Yastan, Ahura Mazda, and God the Beloved. You are named Isa, the only one worthy of worship. We repent, O God, most merciful, for all our sins, for every thought that was false or unjust or unclean, for every word spoken that ought not to have been spoken, for every deed done that ought not to have been done. We repent for every deed and word and thought inspired by selfishness, and for every deed and word and thought inspired by hatred. We repent most specially for every lustful thought and every lustful action, for every lie, for all hypocrisy, for every promise given but not fulfilled, and for all slander and backbiting. Most especially also we repent for every action that has brought ruin to others, for every word and deed that has given others pain, and for every wish that pain should befall others. In your unbounded mercy, we ask you to forgive us, O God, for all these sins committed by us, and to forgive us for our constant failures to think and speak and act according to your will. Beloved God, help us all to love you more and more, and more and more, and still yet more, till we become worthy of union with you, and help us all to hold fast to Baba's down till the very end. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai.
Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Jai Baba, everyone. On another beautiful day in His love, welcome to the sacred space of our Aarti and the Saturday EastWest Satsang, where we will give our heart's offering to Baba and the Baba within each of us. So please raise your hands digitally and we shall begin. And Angela's hand is first up. Yay! I'm putting the instructions for anyone who needs it in the chat box, so please have a look. And we begin.
Jai Baba,
Jai Baba.
good evening. I woke up this morning thinking about this song, so have to sing it. Oh Baba, Meher Baba, My heart is calling you, or is it but an echo of your love calling me, calling me? Oh Baba, there Baba, the birds sing soft and true, or is it that your lovely face they see in every tree, every tree? Oh Baba, there Baba, the birds sing soft and true, or is it that your lovely face they see in every tree? I just sang that one. Oh Baba, there Baba, the rose is glowing pink, or is it a reflection of your smile, warm and sweet, warm and sweet? Oh Baba, there Baba, the lambs are calling you, or is it that your lovely name is all they can speak, they can speak? Oh Baba, there Baba, my heart it beats for you, or is it but the drumming of your name ceaselessly, ceaselessly? Oh Baba, there Baba, I long for you, or is it that I cannot, for you are near to me, near to me? Oh Baba, there Baba, my heart is broken too, or is it that your love is breaking from its shell to be free, to be free? Oh Baba, there Baba, tears flow from my eyes, or are they from your ocean bed, a drop drowning me, drowning me? Oh Baba, there Baba, grant that I love you more and more and more and more and more, endlessly, endlessly. Oh Baba, there Baba, this song I give to you, for you are singer, you are song, and there is none of me, none of me, none of me. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. What a soothing breeze of love as the beginning. Thank you, Angela. And now we have dear Meher. Meher, please unmute.
Jai Baba. And Baba, please take over. Fact and figures versus truth. It is great blessing of existence that mind is not all, that there is much more to life, which cannot be confirmed to facts. Explanation and theosis, something mysterious, remains always unexplained, and that is the most valuable, the most significant part of life. You have to start the beginning, and this time your love has not to be an effort, and your trust is not to be something forced. These things are beautiful when they grow naturally, and when they grow naturally, then no facts, no figures can destroy them. Facts are not truths, but just like soap bubbles. Yes, a soap bubble is, but its existence or non-existence is almost equal. Truth can eternity. It was true. It is true. It will remain true. There is no way of the truth to be otherwise. Don't be bothered about facts. They can be interpreted this way or that way, very conveniently, but facts belong to the mundane world. The truth is the thing you should concentrate on. Truth has no weight, but not to wait forever. It is patient because it is known as victory of certain. Jai Baba, Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Thank you, Meher.
Welcome.
Lovely verse. Thank
Jai
you.
Baba.
Yay, and now we have dear Joe. Lovely to have you with us, Joe. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba, good day and evening, everyone. Isn't life strange? The turn of the page can read like before. Can I ask for more? Each day passes by. How hard we will try. Baba will be waiting. You know it makes me want to cry, cry, cry. Wish I could be in your heart, to be one with your love. Wish I could be in your arms. Looking back, there I was and here we are. Isn't love strange? A word we arrange with no thought or care. Maker of despair. Each breath that we breathe, with love we must weave to make us as one. You know it makes me want to cry, cry, cry. Wish I could be in your heart, to be one with your love. Wish I could be in your arms. Looking back, there I was, and here we are. Is it life strange? The turn of the page, a book without line, unless with love we write, to throw it away, to lose just a day. The quicksand of time, you know it makes me want to cry, cry, cry. Wish I could be in your heart, to be one with your love. Wish I could be in your arms. Looking back, there I was, and here we are. Jai Baba. It's the Moody Blues.
Baba's love takes away all the blues. Jai Meher Baba. That was so beautiful, Joe. Thank you. And we have our lovely duo, Dakshi and Marukanti. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.
जय बाबा जब मेरी तेरी इनायत पे नजर जाती है जब मेरी तेरी इनायत पे नजर जाती है। मेरे मेहरबान मेरी आँख भर आ, मुझको तू दिए जाता है देने वाला। हाथ उठते नहीं झोली मेरी भर जाती है। राजनों के राजा ओ बाबा, राजनों के राजा, राजनों के राजा ओ बाबा, राजनों के राजा। ऐसा राज तेरा दुनिया से न्यारा, राजनों के राजा। जीवन में ज्योति तुमने जलाई, मेरी डूबी नैया तुमने सवारी। जीवन में ज्योति तुमने जलाई, मेरी डूबी नैया तुमने सवारी। तेरे घर जो भी आए आए वो खाली हाथ नहीं जाए। तेरे घर जो भी आए वो खाली हाथ नहीं जाए। ऐसा राज तेरा दुनिया से न्यारा, राजनों के राजा बाबा, राजनों के राजा। ऐसा राज तेरा दुनिया से न्यारा, राजनों के राजा। रहमत नजर हो जिस पर भी तेरी, उसे मोह माया से मिल जाए मुक्ति। रहमत नजर हो जिस पर भी तेरी, उसे मोह माया से मिल जाए मुक्ति। पर किस्मत ऐसी ऐसी नहीं होती हर किसी की। पर किस्मत ऐसी नहीं होती हर किसी की। ऐसा राज तेरा दुनिया से न्यारा, राजनों के राजा बाबा, राजनों के राजा, राजनों के राजा ओ बाबा, राजनों के राजा। ऐसा राज तेरा दुनिया से न्यारा, राजनों के राजा। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Beautiful. Thank you. And now we have dearest Rati. Jai Baba.
जय बाबा। मेहर के सागर से मेहर की धारा, मेहर के सागर से मेहर की धारा, बहती है जी भर के पीले पीले। जाम पे जाम उठा ले जाम पे जाम उठा ले। ओ मेहर के सागर से मेहर की धारा, बहती है जी भर के पीले पीले। जाम पे जाम उठा ले जाम पे जाम उठा ले। पिता का बहना जो उसका धर्म है, यूं बहती हरदम मेहर की मेहर है। प्यासा अगर तू है तो जा किनारे, प्यासा अगर तू है तो जा किनारे, तो जा किनारे। जाम पे जाम उठा ले, उठा ले, जाम पे जाम उठा ले। मांगे से मिलती नहीं है किसी को, तैयार है जो मिलता उसी को। तन मन लगा दे, खुद को मिटा दे, तन मन लगा दे, खुद को मिटा दे, खुद को मिटा दे। जाम पे जाम उठा ले, उठा ले, जाम पे जाम उठा ले। सूरज चमकता है सारे जहां पर, सूरज चमकता है सारे जहां पर। जंगल हो बगिया हो कुटिया महल पर, चमके वहां जिसने खोली किवारे, चमके वहां जिसने खोली किवारे, खोली किवारे। जाम पे जाम उठा ले, उठा ले, जाम पे जाम उठा ले। तुझसे तो पहले उसको गरज है, तुझसे तो पहले उसको गरज है। क्या तू है तैयार वो देखता है, क्या तू है तैयार वो देखता है। क्या सोचता मधुसूदन समझ ले, क्या सोचता मधुसूदन समझ ले, मधुसूदन समझ ले। जाम पे जाम उठा ले, उठा ले, जाम पे जाम उठा ले। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Let us get intoxicated with the divine wine of love. Was the gist of Bhiku's song, Jai Baba. And now we have dear Alan Ray, Jai Baba.
Jai Meher Baba. So this may be the last time I'll be with the Arti gang, the Arti family, for a couple of weeks. Vivi and I are headed for Cancun, which is down in Mexico, in a couple of hours. And I'm not sure what the internet capabilities are going to be. So we'll just have to wait and see and play it by ear. So Only Love Prevails. Once again, dedicated to Kitty Davy. Only love prevails. Only love prevails. The soul of souls never fails. 'Cause only love prevails. When mind's journey succumbs at last, the thought machine will turn to ash. There's no more future, there's no more past. Mononash is granted in a flash. Mononash is granted in a flash. With every breath I take, sound of your name reverberates. This pathway to the heart is no mistake. When a delicate beat begins to percolate. When a delicate beat begins to percolate. Only love prevails. Only love prevails. The soul of souls never fails. 'Cause only love prevails. Only love prevails. A voyage for the hardy, let's take a chance. The captain signals with just one glance. It's all aboard onto journey's end. The beyond is just around the bend. The beyond is just around the bend. Only love prevails. Only love prevails. The soul of souls never fails. 'Cause only love prevails. The soul of souls never fails. 'Cause only love prevails. Only love prevails. Jai Baba, Tar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Thank you.
Jai Meher Baba. That was really beautiful. Thank you, Alan Ray. So today we have many hands up, but I will share my little chanting song for Baba.
You want to step through?
I'm just going to go back and forth. If you want to turn it that way, I'll let it.
The light screws up. That's why.
Sorry, I was just muted. Om Meher Brahma Meher Vishnu Meher Devo Maheshwaraha Meher Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Meheram Namaha तस्मै श्री मेहरम नमः तस्मै श्री मेहरम नमः नमो नारायणाय हरि हरि मेहर शेखराय नमो नारायणाय हरि हरि मेहर शेखराय परब्रह्मा मेहर नमो परब्रह्मा मेहर नमो सच्चिदानंद नंद मेहरो ओ सच्चिदानंद नंद मेहरो मेहरोम 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 सच्चिदानंद नंद मेहरोम ओ सच्चिदानंद नंद मेहरोम नमो नारायणाय हरि हरि मेहर शेखराय नमो नारायणाय हरि हरि मेहर शेखराय परब्रह्मा नमो मेहरोम परब्रह्मा नमो मेहरोम सच्चिदानंद नंद मेहरोम ओ सच्चिदानंद नंद मेहरोम 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 सच्चिदानंद नंद अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय. And now we will go back to our dear Rati, whose hand is up.
जय बाबा एवरीवन. मेरे दिल में चले आना, जीवन पर छा जाना, मैं हर तेरी बरसाना, मुझे अपना बना लेना, मेरे दिल में चले आना, जीवन पर छा जाना, मैं हर तेरी बरसाना, मुझे अपना बना लेना, तुम करुणा सागर हो, प्रीतम परमेश्वर हो, तुम करुणा सागर हो, प्रीतम परमेश्वर हो, सबके रखवारे हो, जीवन उजियारे हो, सबके रखवारे हो, जीवन उजियारे हो, भूले से भटक जाऊं, माया में उलझ जाऊं, मुझे अपना बना लेना। संसार में रह कर भी तुम्हें कब न भूला पाऊं। संसार में रह कर भी तुम्हें कब न भूला पाऊं। दामन को धरे राम, दुख से नहीं घबराऊं। दामन को धरे राम, दुख से नहीं घबराऊं। हो जाए स्थिति जो भी, मैं हर तेरी रट होगी। हो जाए स्थिति जो भी, मैं हर तेरी रट होगी। मधुसूदन चाहे यही, मधुसूदन चाहे यही, मेरी आन निभा लेना। मेरे दिल में चले आना, जीवन पर छा जाना। मैं हर तेरी बरसाना। मुझे अपना बना लेना। मुझे अपना बना लेना। मुझे अपना बना लेना। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Avatar Meher Baba ki jai. Thank you, Rati Jai Baba. And now we have dear Jack. Jai Baba, Jack. And I have this lovely picture of Baba for sharing during Jack's offering.
Thank you. I was just reading this morning a couple of pages from Marwan's autobiography, and one of the things that he talked about, it was during Baba's great seclusion, and then Baba came out for a bit and gave a discourse on why he wanted everyone to obey him implicitly. And part of that discourse wasn't very long. He said, and he reminded everybody there listening, that what was going to happen, he said, will happen and hasn't happened in billions and billions of years. And that kind of set me back, and I said, whoa. And I thought the best thing that we can do in response to that is to give thanks. And that's the title of this ghazal. Dearly beloved, this undeserving pretense of a human being, caught in a tangled web of illusion's snare, who veils his own sight from truly seeing, can offer you nothing, only willingly request that his mind and heart be put in your care. I wonder how I can say such a thing, give up my very being on such frail a whimsy, perhaps to experience what it will bring. After all, this life seems to hang on tenterhooks, which to say the least are rather flimsy. A world out there, if I could only tell you why, what the real truth can be of your own experience and being. how every time you bow to someone else's truth, real truth will veil your eyes from seeing. And oh, if I could tell you to hear everything and listen to no one but the real one in your beating heart, to rip your breast undone, to let this truth that is real tear your ignorance apart. To be utterly terrified, yet utterly willing to toss into the abyss your whole mind so deranged, while your whole heart, wanting and inflamed, will reach that goal so gloriously fulfilling. This into truth's arms, then you may become one of a few who have earned the measure of its sum, who can then experience truth's freedom unfeigned, to finally release your being from all karmic strain. A willing slave, you are an unconscious nothing, a figment of my love and imagination. When you finally turn to that which is the real truth of your being, you will be consciously enthralled with eternal and divine fascination. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Such beautiful reading. And now we have dear Archana. Jai Baba Archana.
Jai Baba, everybody. That was really profound, Jack. Beautiful sharing. So I will also try to transport you where Bhiku left us at. I'm singing a small bhajan. खोल दिए हैं मेरे प्रभु ने मधुशाला के द्वार, आज यहाँ जी भर मधु पी लो, आज यहाँ जी भर मधु पी लो बिना विचार। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। बरसो तुमसे बातें की है, सदियों नाज उठाया है। बरसों तुमसे बातें की है, सदियों नाज उठाया है। तब आकर इस जन्म में मैंने, तब आकर इस जन्म में मैंने बाबा तुमको पाया है। बरसों तुमसे बातें की है, सदियों नाज उठाया है। तुमको जो अब पा ही लिया है, तुमको जो अब पा ही लिया है, अर्पण तन मन अपना किया है, अर्पण तन मन की मन में लगन में दामन तेरा थामा है। लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमको, लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमको जन्म जन्म से चाहा है। बरसों तुमसे बातें की है, सदियों नाज उठाया है। आए बाबा हम नित तेरे द्वारे, दर्शन तेरे बाबा भाग्य हमारे, दर्शन तेरे बाबा भाग्य हमारे। तेरा प्यार ही बाबा प्यार, जन्म जन्म से चाहा है। लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमसे, लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमसे जन्म जन्म से जाना है, जन्म जन्म से चाहा है। अपनी कृपा बाबा नित बरसाना, अपनी कृपा बाबा नित बरसाना। तुम हो यहाँ पे बाबा सबको दिखाना, तुम हो यहाँ पे बाबा सबको दिखाना। और नहीं कुछ मन में हमारे, प्यार तेरा बस पाना है। लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमको, लगता है बाबा मैंने तुमको जन्म जन्म से चाहा है, जन्म जन्म से चाहा है। सदियों नाज उठाया है बाबा, सदियों नाज उठाया है। जय बाबा।
Jai Baba, that was really beautiful. Thank you, Archana.
Thank you, Baba.
And we have our dear fairy godmother, Tina Ji.
Hello, all our wonderful Baba family. I'm going to sing a song by Bobby Bernstein called Walk That Extra Mile with Baba. I'm gonna walk that extra mile with Baba and try a little harder for him. I'm gonna walk that extra mile with Baba and carry smile when I feel like frowning. Try to laugh when I could be mad. To hear that what that voice in my heart says. To see through the good and the bad. I'm gonna walk that extra mile with Mama and try a little harder for him. I'm gonna walk that extra mile with Mama to carry out his wish and his will. Every moment presents a decision. Will you take this road or that? Going up that highway less traveled, right to the Lord's welcome mat. I'm gonna walk that extra mile with Baba and try a little harder for him. I'm gonna walk that extra mile with Baba to carry out his wish and his will. Yes, this journey takes faith, love, and daring to get to where you're doing your best. It starts with just one step toward Baba, and his 10 steps will do all the rest. I'm gonna walk that extra mile with Baba and try a little harder for him. I'm gonna walk that extra mile with Baba and carry out his wish and his will. Jai Baba.
Oh, Jai Baba. Thank you, dear fairy godmother. We live so we can carry out his wish and his will. Amen to that. Dear Michelle, Jai Baba, we have so many hands up today and we are
Jai
less on time.
Baba. Good morning, good evening. I'm in a 3-song conundrum. Like which? The chant? Lotus feet are inscribed these words. So I'm going, oh, I think this one is winning. It's so nice to see you all. Good morning, good evening. Such beautiful shares. Happy spring. Hari Pada Brahma Allah. Ahura Mastakari Yesudan Hu. Hari Pada Brahma Allah. Ahura Mastakari Yesudan Hu. Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Ahura Mastakari Yesudan Hu. Hari Pada Brahma Allah, Ahura Mastakari Yesudan Hu. Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu, Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai.
Hare Pada Brahma Allah. Ahura Master God, yes, Adon Hu. Hare Pada Brahma Allah. Ahura Master God, yes, Adon Hu. Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu. Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Meher, Meher Baba. Meher, Meher Baba. Hare Pada Brahma Allah. Ahura Master God, yes, Adon Hu. Hare Pada Brahma Allah. Ahura Master God, yes, Adon Hu. Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu. Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar, Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Meher, Meher Baba. Meher, Meher Baba. Meher, Meher Baba. Meher, Meher Baba. Baba, Baba, Meher Baba. Baba, Baba, Baba. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Jai Baba.
Jai Meher Baba.
Jai Baba.
So, Al, is it okay if we have your sharing after our speaker? Because Meher Auntie is under, the weather with her health and can't sit for very long. So she may speak till she can speak through the session. And then we may continue the sharing if you don't mind.
If you're giving me a choice to go last or first, I'll go first after the silence. How's that?
Super, super. We'll give it before the silence. Jai Baba. Thank you so much for your understanding. So today we have with us our very, very dear Meher Verma auntie, who is dear to a lot of us, a whole lot of us, the youngster, the nursery, pre-nursery rather bunch of Baba lovers have kind of grown up listening to her stories of her life. Her parents, whose amazing stories have, even if we have heard it for like nth number of times, they amaze us and awe us in Baba's love each and every time that we listen to them. And today, irrespective of her ailing health, it's Baba's grace that she has taken out this time and space to hold this space of love with us. So without much ado, Auntie, Meher Auntie, can you unmute? Meher Auntie, you need to unmute that mic button, which I showed you. Yeah. Yes.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba to everyone, each and everyone. Can I hope you can see me. I don't know.
Yes, we can see you and we can hear you. So you may begin with your treasure of stories, and in between I may stop to share a little bit in English, if at all,
just to give a gist of the story that Meher Aunty will share. So Meher Aunty, please continue. We can all listen and see you.
Okay. Thank you, and Jai Baba. I am Meher Verma and daughter of Prakashwati. Most of the people, the old people and the old Baba lovers know her very well. Not me, but my mother. And they've heard of her. So today, Roshni wanted me to share her story, and if possible, the times permits, then one or two other stories also from other Baba lovers from Dehradun. I belong to Dehradun, and Baba had come to Dehradun in 1953, and that time only he told us to be there only in Dehradun forever. So we were staying there only, and till my parents were alive, and after that also for a long, long time. And now I think I should begin with the story of my mother. That's what most of the people want to know about her. I think I'm more comfortable in my native language, Hindi, but I think people will understand also, because I'll be putting some English words also when I'm talking to you. My mother belonged to Pakistan, a place called Rawalpindi. And she heard about Baba at that time only from Bauji, that is Kishan Singh, who was like, he spent his life with Baba only to some extent, I can say, because he had very closely related with Baba, and he used to write Baba's diaries also, like where so many places Baba had gone, and he was also there, and he used to write the diary. And so he was most of the time very close to Baba. But my mother was a Krishna devotee. She loved Krishna. I don't know. I can only say that she used to worship Krishna maybe since so many births, not this lifetime, but from the previous births also. She was very, very close to Krishna, and most of the day used to be spent worshipping Krishna only. And she believed only Krishna was the God incarnate, and so she could never even imagine that anybody else can be the avatar. And when Kishan Singh, like Bauji, he had come in Baba's contact much earlier. So my mother, Prakashwati, she actually didn't like the idea of Avatar Meher Baba, that he is God personified, or he is Avatar. And she used to make fun of Baba, and she used to call Baba not Meher Baba or Avatar Meher Baba or something. Initially, I'm talking about 30s now, 1930s. So she used to make fun of Baba, and she used to say that Baba was like, she used to address Baba as fashionable Baba. Bauji is, that is Kishan Singh, Bauji is fashionable Baba. And she never believed in Baba somehow. But then that one, she was in Rawalpindi, and one day what happened, that she had a friend there, and the friend came to meet her, and she told her, Prakashwati, that there is a little girl, 5 years old girl, who has come to our city, And people, there are so many people who have gone there to meet her, because everybody says that Krishna comes and plays with her every day, with that little girl, 5 years old girl. So there are so many people who have gone there and meet her. Would you like to go and meet? So Prakashvati wanted, what else she could be, she could want, because for her Krishna was ultimate. So she got ready immediately. She's yes, I want to go and meet the girl right now. So she left everything, her household chores and everything, and she went to meet the girl. When she went there with her friend to meet her, then she was surprised to see there's thousands of people gathered there to meet that little girl, and there were long queues to meet the girl. And then she also went there and stood in the queue. But then after half an hour or 1 hour, she thought that it doesn't seem that I can meet the girl today, because such a long queue. So I think tomorrow I'll come early morning and then stand in the queue and meet her. Like right now, I should go home and finish my housework. So she told her friend to, let's go back and then come tomorrow. So they were about to, when they turned around and they were about to go back, suddenly there was a loudspeaker, a very little sound box there where the Krishna music was going on and announcements. So suddenly there was an announcement that Prakashvati, who has come here from such and such address, that the girl, her name, the girl's name was also Prakash, that Pashi wants to see you. Now she was surprised, taken aback that I have not, registered anywhere my address or anything. How could these people know that I am here from that place and I'm in the queue? But then on second thought, she thought, let it be. Right now, I should run and meet the girl. So she just quickly, she reached the door of the room where that little girl was inside. And the girl's mother was standing on the gate. And then she asked, who is Prakashvati between two of you? So she said, I am Prakashvati. Then that lady said, okay, only you can enter the room, not the other one. So she entered the room, and when she entered, she noticed that there was nothing inside the room, only that little girl was running around and playing on all alone. And there was one chair which was there and a table. So on top of the table, there was a small bowl full of white butter. And you could see the, there as if somebody has taken out the butter with 2 fingers from that bowl. And that's all. There was nothing else. And the girl was running around and, playing. And my mom thought that the chair was there. She tried to sit on the chair. The moment she was trying to sit on the chair, the girl started screaming, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you sitting on this chair? You're sitting on Bhagwanji, that is Krishna. That you are sitting on top of Krishna now, like, don't sit here." So my mother said that, Pashi, I'm sorry, but I don't see anyone here. I can't see Krishna. So she said that little girl was like with a surprised expression on her face. She turned around and towards the chair and asked somebody, supposed to be Krishna there, that why can't she see you? I can see you, but she can't see you. She says she can't see you. So after a few seconds, the girl told my mom that Krishna says, your time hasn't come yet. So she was like, my mother said that she was quite disappointed, but then she asked, Pashi, can you ask Krishna that when will the time come when I can see him? So the girl asked she asked Krishna the same question. And then she answered that Krishna says, your time has not come yet, but after the partition of the country, at the banks of Ganges, there will be 2-3 things. At the banks of Ganges, that is River Ganga, I'll meet you under a thatched hut. So this was a quite confusing answer. So my mom just heard it and she said, okay. She came back, went home. And after that, she forgot completely after a few years, like 2-3 years. She completely forgot about Pashi. And she was busy with her Krishna worshipping and all that. And at that time, during that time, nobody was even imagined in their wildest dream that India will be divided into 2 countries and there'll be Pakistan and India or something like that. They had not even their wildest dreams they could think of that. But so she forgot completely. Whatever happens. So what happened that every year, my mom and family, they used to come to Haridwar, that is in Uttarakhand in India. That was around that time, it was all one country. So they used to come at the banks of Ganges to, do the pilgrimage and go back. And she used to carry her beddings and clothes, old clothes and all. And while going back, she used to give it away to poor people, even the beddings and everything, and go home. So this time she came when this partition happened. So she came here and during that time only, the country was divided and our family was saved from the massacre. But then they were in Haridwar and finished, that is the 1947. So from there, Haridwar, they shifted to Delhi. And Kishan Singh Ji, Bauji was busy with his own life with Baba, and my mom and our family was, she was busy with her Krishna only. So this was happening. And what happened after partition, everybody had to work because they had left everything there in Pakistan. So my mother thought that let me also pick up a job. And for that, I need some skill. And so she thought of, joining a typing school and learn typing. So she used to go to typing school on a cycle. And one day she was going on the cycle to her school, typing school. She met with an accident. And suddenly, she fell down but during those times, no man would touch a stranger woman. So she fell down and broke her arm. But nobody was there to help her because there was no lady around. So she was lying on the roadside. and very, very in pain and all, very in a bad condition. Roshni, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Hello?
can hear you clearly.
Okay. So
Yes,
people can hear me, na? And
yes, of course.
am I making some sense or not?
It is the truth of your life, of your parents.
Yes.
It will all make sense when we go towards the conclusion of the story. So please don't think anything and just share.
Okay. Thank you. So
Jai
she
Baba.
was suddenly what happened that a car came, a black color car, and stopped near her. And a very, very extremely beautiful woman, she stepped down from the car, and she was wearing a green color sari and a very, very pretty wristwatch on her wrist, and all this was noticed at that time by my mother. And she asked some people to help her to pick Prakashvati up and put her in the car, so that that lady said that so that I can take her to the hospital. So people helped her, and Mummy was put in the car, and she took her to Gangaram Hospital in Delhi. Now she was taken to emergency, and the doctor saw, and the moment he checked, he examined her, he told the lady that this arm is broken, so we have to plaster it. So I'll go and make arrangements for that, and so I'll be back in few minutes. So doctor left, and this lady was sitting next to the bed where Mummy was lying, and she was like sort of massaging her arm, which was broken, slowly. And after 15-20 minutes, she asked Prakash, that is my mom, that it seems you are feeling better. So Mummy said, yes, I'm feeling much better. So she says, can I go now because I have some work? So Mummy said, yes, of course, thank you very much. No, not thank you. He says, yes, you can go. Now, doctor, I have reached the hospital and I called my family and everything will be okay. So the lady left. And when the moment she left, the doctor came, and he was trying to examine so that he knows where to put the plaster. And then suddenly doctor says that your arm seems to be all right. I can't find any fracture here. So you'll be okay. The pain will go slowly and your arm is okay. Don't worry, it's not broken. So that moment where Mummy thought that she remembered that lady and thought that, oh my God, I haven't even thanked her. She has helped me so much. So she must have reached the end of the corridor by that time. So she thought that let me go, hurry up and say, at least thank her for her help. So mom ran after her, after that lady, but she couldn't find her. So quickly she reached the gate of the hospital, and the gatekeeper, that security guard, was sitting there. So then the car had already left. It was not there. So Mummy asked the security man that there was a lady who brought me here in a black car. I came when car was parked here. Which side she has gone, or when did she leave? So the security man says, but ma'am, I'm sitting here since 2 hours and I didn't see any black car coming inside the hospital and parked here, and there was no black car. And it has to be noticed that in those days in India, very few people had cars and all that. So my mom thought that maybe this man has taken some drugs or something, where he he doesn't know the car. I came in that car and he says that there is no car. And then she left it there only and came home. After a few months, a Mandli person known as Baba Das came to our house. And when he came, he straight away asked Mummy, Prakash, how is your arm? It was broken, na? Mummy said, now it's okay. There's nothing wrong in it now. No pain, no nothing. I'm perfectly fine. And after few seconds, the second thought comes to mom's mind that then he asked Baba Das, but how do you know about my arm? I haven't told even my family about it, about that accident. Otherwise, they had asked me to stop going to the school. So I didn't even let them know. And you are asking me? Baba Das started smiling, Then he says, okay, let the whole family come back and then I'll tell you. So when everybody came home, Mummy said, Baba Das, you tell me now, please, batao, tell me. And then Baba Das said that we were sitting with Baba that day. And suddenly, as Baba was talking to everyone, I mean, he was silent, but you know what I mean. So, and suddenly he was quiet and it seems as if Baba was not there at all. He was physically sitting there, but he was in his thought or something, he was somewhere else. So after some time, again, Baba started conversing and everything. And then some Mandli person asked Baba, where had you gone? Is somebody in trouble? So Baba said, you don't know, nobody knows her. But then he looked at Baba Das and said, Baba Das, but you know her. So Baba Das said, Baba, kaun hai? Who is that lady? And what happened to her? So Baba said, oh, she met with an accident, broke her arm, but I have set it right and everything. She is okay now. And then the topic which they were discussing, that went on, finished. So after that, so many months, like when Baba Das came to our house, so that was the time when he told Mummy and everybody, Bauji and everybody. So that was the first thing which affected, which had effect of, that love, little respect for Baba, or I would say, because she never believed in Baba. She thought that she may be a saint or something. But then that day, she was surprised that, I forgot to tell you. So these people, Mandli people asked Baba, but Baba, how did you help her? Where is she and what? So Baba said, nothing, it was very easy. I went in a black car and I was in a black sari, and I picked her up from there and left her with the doctor. So it's okay. So that was like everybody was surprised, Baba, and Baba was smiling that I dressed up like a woman, and so everybody was surprised and happy. And then that was the time when Mummy had some, love. I don't know whether it was love or something, but she believed that yes, Meher Baba is something which is someone who knows everything. So she had that love feeling for Baba in her heart, but she had never seen Baba. I was not born at that time. This happened in 48, 49. I was born in 1950. Now, during that time, Baba was in New Life, and he was in Haridwar. Near Haridwar, there was a place called Motichur, and Baba was there. And now Mummy wanted to have Baba's darshan. She was very keen. But then after the delivery, I was born in January, and this is the thing, this story starts from March. In the month of March, she just, nobody could stop her. Like Baba never used to meet at anyone. And Bauji told Mummy that don't go, Baba doesn't meet anyone. He's in New Life. So don't go. But she didn't listen to anyone. She was very keen and, restless to see Baba. So she went to Haridwar. And when she reached Haridwar, carrying me in her arms, she thought that Baba, and she knew that Baba was going around meeting sadhus and sannyasis. So she thought that I'll take a room through which I can see the road. So when Baba very few people used to, as I said, be in those days. So when Baba is going on the road, I will have his darshan and come back. I will not disturb him. So she kept on sitting in her hotel room, but by that evening she didn't see Baba anywhere. So she thought this is not the right way. I must go and have darshan where Baba is staying, and from then tomorrow morning I'll go back to Delhi. So she came down and asked a few cab owners that they can take me to Motichur. But nobody was ready because it was their house was in the midst of jungle, all inside the jungle. So there was no people there was no road and not too many people. I'm sorry, I'm gasping for air, so forgive me for that. Not too well.
No.
So she asked, the cab owners said no, we can't go because there's no road or something. Then she asked a horse carriage, Tonga. She hired a Tonga and offered him a lot of money, so he took her. So carrying me in her arms, she started from Haridwar to Motichur. So it was getting dark. It was around 6 o'clock, and in winters it's very dark. So at one place, the horse stopped, refused to go ahead. So the horse carriage man, the driver, he was like beating the horse with the stick and everything just to make him move. But the horse won't move at all. So there was a small tea shop there. So she said, don't beat the animal. I'll go in the meantime, I'll go to the shop and ask him if he knows where this bungalow is. If it is nearby, then I'll go and come back. So you don't punish the poor animal. So she went to the tea shop and asked, and then the tea shop's man said, he started laughing. So my mom said, why are you laughing at me? So he says, no, I'm not, madam, I'm not laughing at you, but I'm thinking that your horse is much more intelligent than you people are. You are beating him so badly, and this was the house where the horse is standing on the gate, and he's refusing to go ahead. And this is the place you are asking me, that where is this place? Now, Mummy was surprised. This was the second time that she realized who Baba was. Anyway, she went inside. She saw a gardener there. So she asked the gardener, who is living in this house? So the gardener says, Madam, there's a rich man, a sage from Bombay who has come here. He is staying here with his friends. But so my mom asked him that, have you seen him? So this fellow gardener said, yes, ma'am, I have seen him. And you won't believe it, he is such a handsome man, such a handsome man. So mommy smiled because she knew he's talking of Baba. So, but the gardener says, but I'm very angry with God. I'm very angry. So mommy said, but he is handsome for you. Why are you angry with God? So he says, no, I am angry because God has made such a beautiful face and he has not given him the speech. This man is dumb. He can't speak. And my mother knew that Baba was keeping silence. She said, no, he can speak, but he is keeping silence. But anyway, so she asked him that whether Baba was inside. So he said, no, he's gone somewhere. He'll come back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So if you want to meet him, that you come tomorrow. So my mother said, "Theek hai, it's okay." So she came back to her room. And the surprise was that she came back home into the hotel, but the darkness was not, she could see everything, whereas it should have been very, very dark during that time. But the sun was still up. So she came home. And next day morning, she thought that since 2-3 incidents had happened, so she thought, let me not disturb Baba. So I'll just go and see Baba. He'll be coming at 9 o'clock. So I'll see Baba and then from a distance and then come back. So she reached there again. And when she found that gardener again, so Mummy asked him, has she come up? So he says, yes, he came early morning. He is inside. Surprised. Okay. Now there was no chance of going back because she wanted to have Baba's darshan and Baba was already inside the house. So she tried to go a little farther, nearer to the house and nearer to the veranda. Now, I'll tell you try to explain the look of the house. That was this very small bungalow, and it had a veranda, covered veranda, and in front of the veranda, there was the covering of bamboos, and bamboos were put like this, and like it was all covered. And there was one door there. So when she reached the door, she saw, at that time she didn't know Erech, but Erech was sitting there right in front, and he was writing down something, taking dictation. So the scene was like that she could understand that Baba was standing inside that bamboo curtain, and Baba was giving dictation to Erech, and he was writing it. So now she thought, let me try to see. Now I forgot to tell you one thing, that when Mummy met Pashi, that little girl, if you remember now. So the Krishna told her, told through Pashi, that he will meet her in that area. But then Mummy had this thing in her mind that I will believe only when I see Krishna in the real form, like with the flute and his dress and that Mayur More Punk, that is, I don't know what they call it in English, peacock feather on his crown, and all. But that means that she wanted to see Krishna in real Krishna form and no other face. So here she reached there and she had completely forgotten about Pashi. There's not even thought of that time. So she tried to peek inside from that door, and she thought that if I can see Baba, then I'll go back. So she tried to, came ahead and tried to peek inside. And from inside, Baba tried to look out. Like at that time, Baba was inside and Mummy was outside, and they saw each other. Only this portion, Baba's this portion. And my mother's also, of course. I was in her arms, and that was the time she saw Baba for the first time. And I don't know how to explain that, because that scene could be, when I reach this part of the story, my hand and this thing, starts some sensation in my body. Because Baba, when she saw Baba, for a few seconds, Baba was in Krishna form. She could see the flute, she could see the feather, she could see that Baba, that Krishna face, and exactly Krishna she saw in front of her eyes, which was, she always wanted, that she wanted to have Krishna's darshan. And that was the only thing which could make her believe that Meher Baba was God and he was Krishna. The Baba showed her the Krishna form for a few seconds, and then she realized it was Baba. And Baba asked her to come inside. So she entered, and Baba asked her a few questions. She asked her, from where have you come? Where's your house? You've come from where? So now the intelligence, like the brain is such a organ. It is, you're even in front of God, it tries to act. So my mom said, Baba, I have come from a place where you have kept me. So Baba said, okay. So Baba smiled that, yes, you're trying to be smart with me. Okay. And then he said, since now Baba, she doesn't remember Pashi, she doesn't remember the promise that Krishna will give me darshan in Krishna form. She doesn't remember anything. The brain had forgotten everything. Now Baba reminded her. He said, okay, you like this place, sort of that way, the conversation that you like this. Yes, Baba, very pretty place. It's banks of the right bank, on the banks of the Ganges, and very nice. Now Baba's looking at her, that she has not remembered what I want her to remember. So then Baba said, but this house, house is not too good because it has a thatched hut. And the moment Baba said thatched hut, everything came back to her mind. So yes, well, and then Mummy used to say that when he used to tell the story, she used to say that very moment, my legs were shaking and my hands were shaking and the baby, me, was falling down from my hands. So the Baba raised his hand and again she got her strength back, and so it was. Then Baba said. Then she realized that I asked for darshan Krishna form. Baba has given me darshan in Krishna form, and right now under the thatched roof and at the banks of the Ganges. So everything. Now there was no question of not believing in Baba. She knew that Baba was Krishna. But then Baba said, now you go and don't let anyone come for my darshan. So yes, Baba, I will not let anyone come. So she came out and she sat in the tonga, in the horse carriage, and started moving. The moment she started from there, some Irish came running after her. Stop, stop, stop. So she stopped. What happened? So Baba is asking that, do you know Prakashvati and Kishan Singh? Now she was caught. And she said, yes, Baba, I am Prakashvati. And yes, I know Kishan Singh. And Irish went back and again came back. And again said, okay, Baba says that don't let anyone come. So she said, okay, I will not let anyone come. So that's how she came back home. And this was the time, this was a way Baba fulfilled his promise and he gave darshan in Krishna form. And after that, there was no looking back. She complete faith in Baba, she surrendered her life to Baba, and this is the end of her story. This is how she met Baba and had his darshan. So Avtar Meher Baba ki Jai.
Jai.
So now you tell me, Roshni.
Jai Meher Baba. Thank you so much, Meher Auntie. You want to quickly narrate that drowning story as a child of how Baba saved you?
Maybe Roshni some other time, but I would
Okay.
like to tell a very small story of another Baba lover, which happened on 10th of April only.
Please share.
Yeah. So there was another gentleman, Sardar, a Sikh fellow, Sardar Virender Singh in Dehradun. So this is his story. Virender Singh ji's father was a judge, and but he was too quite into spiritual things and God's this thing and everything. So Virender Singh, when he was 13 years old, since that time he had interest in spirituality, and but then later on, because he was a very strong man, and when he was older, he joined police force, and he was sub-inspector in police. So he used one day. What happened that he was going for patrolling because they had some news of some dacoits in that area. So he said he had gone with 3-4 policemen to patrol the area. So when he went there, they were confronted by the dacoits. And those dacoits were hiding in a small hut type of house, just one room made with bamboos and all. So, and because Virender Singh Ji didn't know how many people are hiding inside and whether they are armed or on. So he asked his fellow policemen to go and bring more force. And then in the meantime, those people went back to bring more policemen, and Virender Singh Ji was alone there with one man, and suddenly these dacoits, they came out and they got hold of him and took him inside the hut and tied him up with a pole. There was one pole in the center of the room, which was supporting the roof. So he was tied with that pole, and these people, the dacoits, they ran away. They were trying to run away from there, and before running away, they put the hut on fire. And now he was only inside, all alone and tied up to the pole, and it was fire was all around. So in the meantime, the policemen came, more policemen, and now they didn't know whether who is inside, and so those people tried to shoot inside and kill so many the dacoits. But before happening that, Virender Singh got the hint that these people have come. So he, with full force, he cried and he shouted that let me take it, let me out of this fire. I'm Virender. So then he was saved by the policemen. And after some years, he was retired. And since he was too much immersed in spirituality, he made a small Gurudwara, that is worshipping place for Sikhs in his own house, a Gurudwara. So he used to spend most of his time in the day to reading Guru Granth Sahib, the holy book, and spend his time inside the Gurudwara. One day what happened that, again, like my mother's friend, a friend of his came and he said, do you know, you are so keen to meet saints and all. Since there is one saint who has come to Dehradun and he's staying on Rajpur Road, and would you like to have his darshan? His name is Meher Baba. Then after listening to the name, something happened in Sardarji Virender Singh's heart. He says, yes, I would like to go. So let's go. So both of them left for Rajpur Road, where Baba was staying, and Mandli was staying in our house. So they reached there, but since Baba was not meeting anyone, so he was refused. Well, he pleaded and requested Kishan Singh that please let me see Baba, but he was not allowed. So he said, and suddenly that thought comes to his mind, and he says, look at this, there is a darkness in God's house. So he was very, very sad, and so and then he was standing there, but then he felt very sick, and then he was taken inside his friend's house and have tea and everything. And after a few hours, the friend said, let's go again and see if maybe Baba will give darshan. So they came again, and Bauji, that is Kishan Singh, gave him the same answer, that I'm sorry. But then Baba called Bauji and said, Kishan Singh, tell this man, gentleman, that after some time I'll be going to my house, and he can see me when I'm going there home. He can see me from a distance. So okay, he said, Virendra Singh said, that's fine with me. I'm so happy that I've been permitted to do that. So he was standing on the roadside from where Baba had to go home. So then Baba came out, and Baba was walking towards his house. And now Virendra Singh is looking at Baba, and what he saw, he was surprised to see that there was like from head to foot behind Baba, he could see the light coming out, like as if that. Hello? So there was light on throughout Baba's body at the back. It was going very bright. So, and when he saw that, he fainted. And he was, after that, the friend looked after him. Now Baba is walking, and he was standing there. And when Baba reached Baba's house, Baba turned around and looked at him and waved at him and smiled. And that was the time, like, Virendra Singh was like, he didn't know how to react. He was so happy, so happy. And he completely forgot about the whole world. Baba went inside and he came home. He was taken home with great difficulty. He came home, and now he was then the very next day, like he was very, very restless. He wanted to see Baba. He wanted to see him, but next day only morning, Baba went to Mussoorie. That is another station, Mussoorie, and nobody knew that when Baba will come back. So Baba came back after almost a month, if I'm right, I don't know, very many days. And suddenly that friend of Virendra Singh came again to his house, and he says that Baba wants to see you tomorrow. Baba has come back? Yes, Baba has come back. So he wants to see you tomorrow. So very bad. Next morning, he couldn't sleep the whole night. And next morning, he just got up very early and made some sweet dish, like we call it halwa, for the way, like in a way of prasad, and prasad which is being distributed in gurudwaras. That is with the wheat powder, atta, and he made it with it. And for full time he was engrossed in Baba's thoughts. And when the halwa was made, he kept it in a bowl, and then when he turned around, what he sees is Baba standing there. And Virendra Singh was like so happy to see Baba, and he quickly, took out some halwa and offered it to Baba. And Baba tasted it. And then when he turned around to keep the plate, when he turned around, he saw the Baba had gone, not there. So he thought that maybe I was in a dream or something. But anyways, but he was thinking, I wish I had some more time and bought some flowers for Baba now. But anyway, the second thought where he thought, for me right now, the most important thing is to reach Baba's house. So he and his wife, they both of them started from their home. And when they reached the main road, what they see is that one man was coming from the opposite direction, and he was carrying a a basket full of flowers, beautiful flowers. So Virendra Singh was very happy that this is what he wanted. So he went to that man and asked him, please, can you give me these flowers? I'll pay you whatever you want, but I need these flowers. So the man says, but these are for you only. I don't want money. You take it. So he gave the whole bunch of flowers with the basket to Virendra Singh. And he said, this is for you. And he was very happy. Now they started from there on foot because early morning there was no one, no cab or anything there. And the distance was quite a bit. So when they started walking briskly, and now again the thought comes that how we might not be late.
Meheranti, you have gone mute. One second. Your thing has gone mute. Can you unmute Auntie again? Wait, I'll send you. I've sent you the unmute request. Yes.
Yeah, till flower fell.
No, उसके पहले बंद हो गया था.
Arre.
No problem. Just that last part, very less part.
Which one? Flower.
उसके just पहले, yeah. Yes.
जो फूल उनको मिले ना.
हाँ, हाँ.
Yeah. So when they started from further, a car came and stopped near them, and one of Virendra Singh's friend was in the car driving. So he says, Virendra, where are you going such early morning? So he said that I'm going to Rajpur Road. So he said, don't worry, sit in the car, I'll take you. No, because they were so worried that they might not get late, and here a car also came and flowers also came, and Baba had already visited his house and tasted the rava and everything. Anyway, they reached there, and when Baba called him at 9, but they reached there at 7:15, and Baba was already there in that house waiting for them. And they reached there, and of course, Baba taking Baba's darshan was the best thing that could happen to them. And after that, Baba they offered the rava to Baba. Baba took the bowl and distributed that prasad to everyone sitting there. And then, but he didn't take it. Baba didn't take it. It tasted it, but distributed. And then Virendra was quite sad. So he says, but Baba, you have not tasted it. I made it with so much of love and for you. And you have not tasted. And Baba says, what are you saying? I tasted it. Remember, at your place? So that was like Virendra Singh's. You can imagine. I think everybody can imagine what he must have felt at that moment. That it was not a dream. It was not a thought. Actually, Baba was there, and Baba tasted it, and Baba wanted to let him know that yes, I was there. So this is, and this happened the first darshan. First time the way which the darshan was given to Sardarji Virendra Singh, it was 10th of April. And today is 10th of April when I'm telling his story. So this is what I thought. Jai Baba.
Jai Meher Baba. Baba's ways are so beautiful and unique. And this she realized just day before yesterday night while she was
Yes.
wanting to tell this story. So she had kept this story aside, trying to put in the pointers of the stories she wants to share. And just day before night, while browsing through, she realized when this date popped up in front of her that his first darshan, the story that she wanted to narrate, was indeed 10th April.
Yes.
So Baba and his ways is truly unfathomable. Jai Meher Baba. Thank you
Jai
to Baba for getting you to be there for the entire hour. Like, thank you to Ustad for making it happen. And she said, I will speak maybe for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know how much. And please excuse me after that. And we just said, let it leave it to Baba. And Baba will take over. So thank you, Baba. Thank you, Meher Auntie, for this wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you
No,
for
no.
giving me this opportunity,
Hurry,
Roshni.
please don't say that. We are fortunate to
Really.
hear these stories and feel Baba's love, mercy, compassion, and every aspect and attribute of the Parvardigar through all these stories. Thank you so much.
Okay. And
Thank
thank
you
you
so
very
much.
much for everyone, and Jai Baba to everyone.
If
I can't see anyone from here, but I hope
now can you
they have
see?
heard.
Now can you see everyone?
I can just see you only.
Okay, so why don't you go on gallery view on your iPad? If you click, you will see 4 blocks like this, which will tell you gallery view. And we will invite anybody who would like to ask something or just greet Meher Aunty quickly, and then
Yes,
we will move
if
on.
they want to, somebody ask for, want to ask something, I'll be happy to answer. If I know the answer, that is.
Or if anybody just wants to simply greet Meher Aunty who knows her from olden times, please feel free quickly to unmute and then we will move ahead with our Australian Aarti, the Meher Dhun, and the closing.
It's amazing seeing you today.
Kajal, please say your name because your video is also absent. So please tell her who it is.
Yeah, this is Kajal here, Auntie. How are you? Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. Who is that?
Kajal here.
Yes, Kajal. Jai Baba.
Just wanted to say hi to you and just really nice seeing you after so long.
Thank you. Baba's grace.
And many times we hear this story, that many times it makes it much more closer to you and to feel that feeling that, we're so blessed knowing you. Thank you so much, Auntie, for being here for us.
Thank you so much for calling me, and I would like to tell all the stories whenever I get time, whenever you ask me to. No, I should say that. So
Yeah.
that depends on Roshni and all Baba lovers. If somebody wants to listen to the stories, there are more, very many. And unfortunately, I have seen these stories on the book, in the books also, but they are all given in a different form. You're like, answer, the end is different or something, or they are shortened or done something. So when I tell you this story, it is the full story and the true story, the true, truly whatever happened. But in books,
Thank you.
maybe that is the constraint or something, that they can't write more about it, or maybe I don't know the reason. But I've seen these stories.
We are blessed to hear it from the mouths of all of you senior Baba lovers who come and share this joy of Baba's love with us, Meher Aunty. And what more blessed that we are listening to you and hearing about it from each one of you week after week. It's just so much gratefulness for Baba to make this happen. And then when we read it, we'll know, oh no, we have heard it otherwise, and we know that's the real one. And maybe be able to tell far more others also. So thank you so much. Meher Auntie is like a treasury. It's like a Mary Poppins, opens the treasure chest, like stories might just flow like an overloaded cupboard does when you open it up. So we've had the great opportunity with Baba's grace to have her time and again at our home and share so many of her wonderful stories. So thank you, Baba, for making it happen
Jai
again
Baba.
for all of us.
Thank you.
So now we will have our dear Al to share his lovely song before we close.
Okay, then I
Quickly.
will put this off because I'm
Sure,
a little tired.
please. Put off your
Okay.
video, and if you want to be there for our Meher Dhun and Australian Aarti, please feel free to be there. But you can
I
put your
will.
video off
Okay.
and
Jai
audio
Baba.
off. You can put it and rest. Thank you so much.
Jai Baba.
Jai Baba Meher Aunty. Thank you. Yes, Al, you can quickly share.
Hey, Baba, can you hear me there?
Yes, we can.
You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I showed a picture of a painting that I have. This is a photo of Baba caressing a young boy. And there's a painting I have done by Bob Fredericks there that I showed on my iPhone. Some people might have seen it. Anyway, this is Kathy Raleigh's song, Love Meher Baba, which is a children's song, children's album. So I was listening to that and I was inspired to write a Baba children's song, a playful song. So here goes. It's called Meher Baba Ki Jai. And actually, Michelle sang a song that's similar to this an hour or so ago. But here goes. Oh, what do you say when a lover you meet in our Baba world? This is how we greet. Yes, we say Jai Jai, Meher Baba Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. That's what we say. Yes, we say Jai Jai, Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. And have a wonderful day. And what do you, hold on a second. I keep rewriting this all the time that I get lost in my own lyrics. And let's not forget that warm embrace, a Baba hug on a smiling face. And let us every day do say our Meher Baba Ki Jai. Yes, we say Jai Jai, Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. That's what we say. Yes, we say Jai Jai, Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. And have a wonderful day. Though your heart be cut to pieces, keep a smile on your face. Your suffering brings Baba's grace. With a loving heart and a cheerful smile, Baba walks with you mile after mile. So let's say Jai Jai, Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai, and have a wonderful day. Okay, now I want to ask you a question. What do you say when you say goodbye? Oh, what do you say when you say goodbye? The same thing you first said when you first said hi. You say Jai Jai, Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. That's what we say. Yes, everybody now. Yes, we say Jai Jai. Meher Baba Ki Jai.
Baba ki jai.
Avatar Meher
Avatar
Baba
Meher
Ki
Baba ki jai.
Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. And have a very, very happy day. Now look, I want to show you something. And you wonder why I get confused and mixed up. These are my notes here. I keep rewriting them and getting lost. So I'm going to write these on another page. And the next time I sing it, I won't mess up like I did this time. But you get the idea anyway. So I'll say Jai Baba to you all and thank you for listening.
I think it's good, Al.
But
Yeah, I
that
messed
was
up, though. I
wonderful,
can't remember my
Al.
own-
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, can you send
Jai.
that to me, Al? I want to sing that song.
Not a day goes by without thinking about the journey and the dust. With my sights on Maribor, await the call I must. Even when I'm driving down that freeway, with so much in this world to do, I'm dreaming of your samadhi and the time that the threshold is in you. And I'll fall at your lotus feet, 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 and I'll fall at your lotus feet. You are everywhere and everything, closer than my very breath. Your love is flowing endlessly, and it's in my heart is where you rest. Climbing seclusion hills of memory, windy, hot, and far away. It's where I long to be, and when it is your will, I'll be there on the day. And I'll fall at your lotus feet, 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 and I'll fall at your lotus feet. In my mind, there's a vision of that road lined with banyan trees. Past the gates, the sweetness of being greeted by your dear Mandali. And that sign, simple and unassuming, samadhi way up, pointing to my heart's journey's end. And it's there where I fill my empty cup. And I'll fall at your lotus feet, 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 and I'll at your lotus feet, and I'll fall at your lotus feet, and I'll fall at your lotus feet, and I'll fall at your lotus feet, and I'll Jai Meher Baba.
Jai Meher Baba. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's move ahead with our Meher Dhun and Australian Aarti. We have another wonderful program coming up, remembering our dearest Dolly Dastoor. It's time for prayers, is her voice that rings in our ears for all the time. And would also like to share before playing the Meher Dhun that Anna Sahib Khandale, another loving Baba lover who used to be one of the caretaking persons on at the Samadhi, and how we used to harrow him of putting our hands up to sing after the prayers. And me first, please, I need to go. And dear Anna Sahib Khandale has gone to Baba today, and we shall keep him in prayers. May he be wrapped in Baba's love and prayers, and thank you to him for all that he has done. Love to his soul.
Meher Baba, 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 Meher Baba.
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
eternal ancient one. Your face is a bright transcendental sun. Lighten this dark world and the tears I weep. My heart meher I give to you to keep. Creator, yet creationless you are. Truth and truth's body, divine avatar. Through compassion the three worlds maintain. Destroy this ignorance that life sustains. These five lights are the whirling strokes of breath of the world's wheel that bears me unto death. Unless you are infinitely kind, break the wheels of which is conditioned mind. This incense is my love, these fruits my art, which to please you I have shaped from my heart. Accept them as you would a simple flower that has no use beyond its shining hour. You are myself, I sing to you in praise, and beg your love to bear me through the day. Till you, the ever-living perfect one, illume my darkness with your shining sun.
Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. We'll have 1 minute of silence. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. We shall all unmute and say Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai 3 times. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai. Thank you once again, everyone.